Hi everyone, I have tried over the last couple of days to make this video for you and it just hasn't been the right time. Either the girls have wanted to be in the video or they've been talking or things have been going on and we've just been busy. So I figured the girls are here, they might interrupt me, but I need to get this out to you. I wanted to tell you why I became a Beachbody coach, maybe at first, and then how that has kind of changed over the last year and a half. I became a coach in the end of March in 2013. I went Emerald really fast. My first 3 weeks I became Emerald. And then my first friend that was a coach, she decided she was going to quit at 2 weeks after that. So I had to hurry up and try to see if I can get somebody in my family or somebody that I was close to become a coach so that I could remain Emerald. I was able to do that, but when I was first given the opportunity to become a coach, I was like, I'm buying these products. They're amazing. I'm having great results. Why doesn't everybody else want them? Like, I know that I'm going to make money doing this. And it was really kind of about the money. I knew that the products helped people. I knew that if people gave them a chance that they would get the results that they wanted, but I basically wanted a second source of income. My husband is a roofer, and the winter months are really hard for us unless he has snow removal to do. Here in Missouri, that's kind of hit or miss. Some winters we get a lot of snow, other winters we don't get a lot of snow. So I wanted to kind of help our family out, remain, a constant income throughout the winter when my husband isn't working as much. I do have a full-time job. I'm a juvenile officer. But I have two little girls. Maddie is 4, and Myra, who you see in the video, she turned 2 in August. And so I've been struggling a little bit with wanting to stay home with them too. Back in 2013 when I became a coach, I didn't really want to quit my full-time job, but I did want to be able to spend more time with them. And when I became a coach, I was able to spend less time with them actually because I was running groups and I was, on the internet when I was home in the evenings, and it was just really hard. Plus trying to get my workouts in. So my why has kind of changed over the last year and a half. I do want to stay home with them now. I want to be able to reach and help more people. I know that I can only do that through growing my team. I know that it's not just about retail sales and selling the program or selling Shakeology. It's really about growing a team of coaches who can help their friends and help their family and help their coworkers, because those people I don't know and I can't reach. So a little bit about me before I got married, before I had kids. I moved out of my parents' house. I think I was 20. I was a junior, senior in college. I graduated college at 20 years old, moved in with a boyfriend, bought a house. I was pretty responsible. I was an assistant manager at a restaurant the whole time I was in college. I, went to school, graduated in 3 years. I had 2 bachelor's degrees in criminology and psychology, but I wasn't good with my money. I had credit card debt. I was in a pretty bad relationship. We bought a house together. We weren't married. I had car loans, and it was basically just credit cards, things like that. And it was really hard to be a college student, to be working full time, to be trying to pay all those bills. It was just really stressful. That relationship didn't end up working out, and because we owned a house together and because we weren't married, I actually had to file bankruptcy in order to get my financial life in order again. So I filed bankruptcy in 2009, so I was 23. We had just broken up, so I moved back into my parents' home at 23. I was working full time. Hold on, she's messed with the. Okay, so I was 23, living with my parents. I had been in a long-term relationship that had ended. I just wasn't in a good place. Still trying to be responsible, still working full time, doing those things that I needed to do. Kind of drowning my sorrows in the party phase a little bit. I had single friends and we went out quite a lot, so that contributed to that debt that I was trying to get out of also. So that past kind of followed me. When I filed bankruptcy, I had to wait a couple of years before I was able to buy another house. I kept my current car loan that I had when I filed bankruptcy, but at that point, that car was 6 years old, and I needed a new car, but I couldn't get a car loan because of my credit. I had a few credit cards that I opened up right after I filed bankruptcy to kind of help my credit along so that I could build it again. But then I met Hector, and we got pregnant, and then we got married, and we had our first baby, Madeline, in December of 2010. And at that point, we wanted to buy a house, but we still couldn't because of the years that I had to wait after my bankruptcy. So we went into a contract with a company that we were going to buy the house, but we were paying them until we were able to finance it ourselves. Well, that all we stayed there for about a year, and we paid an enormous amount of a mortgage, but it was really like rent. We went to go finance that when we were able to actually buy another house, and they wouldn't put that loan through because of the appraisal. So we had put a down payment on it. We had paid almost $1,300 a month for over a year, thinking that we were making an investment in this house that we were eventually going to buy, and then we couldn't buy it because of the appraisal. So we had to pay another almost $4,000 to get out of that contract that we had with that company. But we did it so that we could buy a house. In July of 2012, I was 8.5 months pregnant with Myra, and we closed on our house. Me and Hector moved in. I was 8.5 months pregnant. I had her in August, and it was just a hard time. And his work hasn't always been steady. I mean, when we had moved into this house in July, he decided he wanted to start his own company. So we started a company, we bought a house, we had our second baby. Like, we had a lot of stress going on in our lives. And in October, we got family pictures, and I looked at myself, and I could not believe it. I felt skinny because I had been pregnant, for 9-10 months. And when I got those pictures back, I was not who I thought I was. I was devastated, really. I had a friend that had gotten into doing Beachbody workouts and working with a coach, and she kind of brought me into the support group, and that's where my journey started. I lost 40 pounds between December and February, and decided that I wanted to become a coach just for the discount. I wanted to drink Shakeology. I didn't want to pay full price for it, so I signed up, and I told my coach's coach that not to contact me, that I was going to buy my Shakeology, that was it, don't count me to sell anything. And then like a week later, I really got into, I can make a little money doing this. I can help support our family. So I slowly got into trying to find people that, wanted to change their lives, people that I knew and people that I didn't know. It's not an easy thing to get people to believe in you and trust you at first, especially when they don't even know you. They think you want to just sell them something. But I really wanted to help people. I knew that it helped me being in the support group that I was in, helped me being able to stay home and actually work out at home and not have to rush to the gym and rush home from the gym and find time between picking the girls up at a babysitter and working full time to actually get those workouts in. So I guess that's my story. That's my why. I wanted to help people, then I wanted to help our family financially, and now I just really want to spend time with the girls, and I want to make money, and I want to help people. So it's kind of funny how it all evolved, from I just want a discount, I just want to save $20 a month on my Shakeology, to a week later wanting to help people, to 6 months later really striving to stay home with my girls and do this full time. So that was really nerve-wracking. I hate doing videos. I've been putting it off. If you're in the Forward Path training group, you can read in the first homework that I assigned you that I was assigned to do this why video back in February. And I put it off and I didn't do it. And I asked my husband for help, and we got in a huge fight that night, and he decided he was not going to help me anymore. And so I didn't do it. And then I organized a Forward Path group in August and September of this year, and I told them I was going to do it, and I didn't do it. So, yeah, that was really hard. Anyway, that's my why. If you have any questions, make sure that you put them in the group, that you send me questions. I hope that's helped you kind of get to know me a little bit, you know, what I'm all about, what I've kind of been through, and the things that I really want to do with our team New Direction. I created it because I wanted to take a new direction in my life. I didn't want to be living paycheck to paycheck. I didn't want to always be worried about whether my clothes were going to fit or not. I didn't want to always be worried about where the food was going to come from, what we were going to eat, you know, going out and eating fast food. I really wanted to learn how to, you know, eat healthy, take care of my girls, teach them how to eat healthy and make good decisions. And that's where, you know, this whole team and my Beachbody coaching team has come from, is just me wanting to take a new direction in my life and the lives of people that I know. Okay, talk to you later. Bye.